This is Gary Schnitke, and this is a 5-minute Farm Doc Daily dealing with crop insurance performance in 2019. There was a lot of concern about crop insurance payments last year and how that would impact performance. Last year, when we look at the loss ratio for the crop insurance program, federal program, it was 1, which means that total payments out of the system equaled total premium paid in. That's a benchmark that's often used in judging crop insurance performance. Last year it was 1, which was higher than it has been in recent years, but over time, RMA is supposed to be targeting a loss ratio slightly below 1. So we were a little bit above, but not a lot so. The last time we had a really high loss ratio was in 2012, as you would expect, when we had a 1.57 loss ratio. Loss performance was really related to prevented planted acres, and prevented plant acres in 2019 were concentrated in certain areas. They were in Illinois, concentrated in the northern part of the state, northern part of the state, as well as in the southern part of the state as well. If you look at central Illinois, there wasn't much loss or prevented plant compared to northern and southern Illinois. Most of the areas with prevent plant were in the eastern Corn Belt, Ohio and Indiana, as well as South Dakota and some in Minnesota, and Wisconsin had its fair share of prevent plant as well. If you look at that map and then compare it to where the loss ratios were higher, you can see loss ratios above 1 in those areas where there was a lot of prevent plant. So in Illinois, a lot of the area where we had prevent plant was in northern Illinois as well as in southern Illinois, and the loss ratios were actually below 0.5 in the center part of the state. Overall, Illinois had an average 1.0 loss ratio, with northern and southern Illinois having higher loss ratios than central Illinois. Overall, what did we learn from 2019? 2019 was a higher than usual year, but not really high compared to some other years. When we look at loss performance last year, those areas with large amounts of prevent plant had higher loss ratios, as you would expect. For the whole entire program to have a very high loss ratio, you have to have something like a drought year. 2012 is what causes large loss over all the United States. You can read more about this article in our Farm Doc Daily publications, which are listed in the description of this video.